What's going on, Shed Fast crew? This is actually the first time I've ever gone live in somebody else's community other than my own. But this is all for good. Just wanted to introduce myself here real quick and just share some amazing results that I've had going on this journey now with Joel and Tim for the past, it's been 18 weeks now. But really, I want to just introduce myself. My name is Larry Hagner. I am the founder of a community called The Dad Edge. It's also a podcast and all that good stuff. Joel is one of my clients, and I'm also obviously one of his. And I want to share something with you. It was on New Year's Eve, 2021. I have 4 boys, 16, 14, 8, and 6. And my 14-year-old has a birthday on New Year's Day. So we've done the same tradition now for his whole life, which is have people over. We have libations and food and drinks and all this stuff. And then at midnight, he blows out the first candle for his birthday. And then we, as a family, as all 6 of us, again, my wife, 4 boys, we all talk about the things we're going to do for the following year. Well, my 14-year-old sprang something on me. He looked at me, and he's always loved fitness, even though he's a young guy. He's played football for the past 5 years, and he looked at me, and he said, "Dad, I want to do something big this year. I want to do a bodybuilding show, and I want you to do it with me." And as I sat there eating my chips, drinking my beer, sitting at about 195 pounds and about 16, 17, 18% body fat, I literally was like, and I actually used to compete a while ago. The last show I did was back in 2011, and literally I'm going to be 47 years old this year. And I thought my competition days were beyond me. So anyway, I accepted the challenge. And I accepted the challenge because, number one, it scared the shit out of me. But I also accepted the challenge because, to be quite honest, whatever happened with the show was going to be a bonus. I just wanted to spend 16 weeks and everyday training with my son. That's what I got, and it was beautiful. And I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going to get in shape for this show. There's no possible way. And there was a part of me, to be quite honest, I was freaking out. And I was like, my son is not going to be proud of me up there. He's going to see his old man trying to get in shape, struggling to get lean, and he'll probably do okay because he's in shape, but I won't. And I was worried, to be honest, I was going to let my son down. So I actually have a degree in this stuff. I have a degree in health management with a minor in nutrition. And I actually hired a prep coach, and I got my diet, and I knew the diet was not going to work. And I told the diet coach, I was like, I'm going to pay you for giving me this plan, but I can't follow through with it because it won't work for me. I know it won't. I started talking to Joel, and Joel sent me all kinds of different scientific studies on why fasting works. And to be honest, I've always steered clear away from fasting because it kind of scared me. I thought it might ruin my metabolism, all kinds of crazy things. And then I really dove into the research of what the body does in a fasted state, and the benefits and the healing and the autophagy and all these amazing things. And I was like, you know what? I've never prepped for a show like this. Why not? I'll give it a try. Worst thing that could happen is that I'll look the same as I would if I followed the other diet. And I got to tell you, with the support of Joel and with the support of Tim, who is my assigned coach, I would have never gotten through this. And I ended up doing the show a week and a half ago. My son placed second in teen in bodybuilding. He placed second in teen physique. And then he beat every single competitor in bodybuilding for the best presentation, the best poser award, which I've never seen happen, which was beautiful. That was amazing. I ended up getting second in 2 divisions and 4th in another. And I was just really pleased with how I came in and the time I spent with my son, and the placements were just a bonus. But I wanted to share one final thing. I just got my body fat checked, and I've been doing this body assessment in-scan test for a long time. And I really thought to myself, I went to go get this test done, and I was like, this is where the rubber's really going to meet the road, because this measures my muscle mass. This measures my body fat percentage, the water and everything. And before I took this test, I was like, I bet you anything. Yes, I've lost body fat. I went from 195 to 171. So that's huge, almost 25 pounds. But here's the kicker. I started this process at 88.8 pounds of muscle mass. And here I am, I finished, my body fat went from 15.7. It's now hovering at 8.6. And my muscle mass is pretty much the same at 88.6. So 88.8 is where I started. 88.6 is where I ended up, and my body fat was cut in half. So I wanted to just share this testimonial because, number one, I want to honor and appreciate Joel and Tim for supporting me. And I just wanted to also share that these results to me are unreal, unprecedented. I've never done a show where I haven't lost muscle mass because of losing body fat. And to me, this was a massive win. The last and final thing I'll say is this. The coaches here in this community here, there were times during the six-week prep where I was like, man, I don't know if I can do this. Like, this is hard. You know, some of it was very easy. Some of it was very hard. And Tim was always right there, always. And so was Joel. And so was the community. And I got to tell you, what has been built here, the people who do life here, the coaches that support the members here, it is worth every single penny. It is worth every single sacrifice that I made to do this. And the cool thing is I'm turning 47 this summer. And here's my goal. I'm in the best shape of my entire life. And I honestly feel like I found a program that works for me, that I can sustain, and I feel really good. And I am so excited about this summer because I'm going to be in the best shape I have ever been in my entire life. And I'm 47 years old, 4 boys, married for 19 years. I'm a business owner. And this just feels freaking amazing. So here's what I ask you guys to do. If you're in that spot where, you know, things are getting hard with the fasting or it's getting difficult, reach out to your coaches. These guys were always there, always, anytime I needed them. So just want to share that. Such an amazing win, such an amazing community. And I look forward to seeing everybody else's results too.